My life's been magic, seems fantastic. I used to have a hole in the wall with a mattress. Funny when you want it, suddenly you have it. You find out that your goal's just plastic. Every day, every night, I've been thinking back on you and I. Every day, every night, I work my whole life just to get right, just to be like, look at me.
Hello, everybody. Afro X here, and welcome to Anime Nation Big Station. You know, there's a reverberation all around this Anime Nation. Hey, Tomorrow Cinema Station to you, my friend. How's it going, Manuel? How's it going at the house with Tiff and the kids and everything? Cryo. Thought it was Eki. It is Eki, man. It's Eki. It's Station. It's everything. Everything put up in one little bottle of love, you know? Eki! Tomorrow says, going good, just chilling. Very cool, very cool. Well, today's animation is kind of all over the place. Not gonna lie, I didn't really get a chance to plan a whole detailed thing, but we're just going with the flow. If people come on, I do have a game that we can play that I think you'd be really, really interested in. But yeah, sounds fun. Drop a link in the chat. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Yep. Open invite. Anyone can come and talk with me, and let's discuss some anime up in here. So just setting up a couple of things here. If we get people in, just setting up a bit of a game here. While that's going, wanted to tell you guys, I last night I finally finished the anime, or what is of the anime on Netflix, Scissor 7, which, as you know, I can't. It's like a bit by now. I can't stop talking about Scissor 7. It's a great show, and definitely recommend it. Everyone should go watch it. It is really interesting because it's not based on manga. It's not Japanese. It's anime based in China. So all the names are like Mandarin-esque and stuff. Mrs. Chamorro. No way. Do we actually have Tiff in here? Yeah, we do. Good to see you, Tiff. Super big station to you. Thanks for watching. But yeah, let's see here. Okay, animes I've been watching this week. So, like I said, Scissor 7. I skipped my Friday night anime viewing. Oh, Chamorro said, damn, the sexy quotient just jumped considerably. You said it, man. Scissor 7. I've been watching the newest episode of My Hero Academia every week. Cryo's showing up here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one, the only, never on my stream, or on my stream for the first time tonight. It's Cryo Prime.
There we are.
How you doing, Cryo? Or is there a regular name I can call you?
I'm Cody.
Cody. Okay. I'm Uriah.
Good to meet you. Pseudo officially.
Yes. So, from what I've seen in the chats, you are very well versed in anime.
I'd like to think so. Can't say I've seen everything, but I'm willing to branch into the darker parts of anime.
Right. Speaking of the darker parts of anime, was that you who was talking about the anime Kaiju the other day?
Don't think so.
Okay. Because I saw on the PCP chat, which has now been renamed Culture Pop for some reason, but or not the chat, the group on Facebook. Somebody was posting about the anime Kaiju, which is the one where a guy has to go through and to pay back his gambling debts, he has to participate in like an obstacle course and games and stuff. And there's one part where one of the punishments is him getting his like a nail pushed under his fingernail. And I was like, after I saw that clip, I was like, I'm not watching this.
Yeah, that's probably closer to the stuff I would watch.
Yeah,
one of the last. I like the survival animes. Future Diary is one of them, where everybody has a diary that tells them the future, and the whole thing is a survival game where they got to kill each other. Last man standing becomes the new god of time.
Nice.
Those type of survival anime I watch all the time. So like Batum was another one I watched
It
fairly recently, although that one I don't think ended.
would you say Danganronpa could be considered a survival anime?
I haven't watched it, but from what I've seen of it, I would put it in that category.
Yeah.
There's enough death and stuff going on.
Right. I haven't seen Future Diary, but I mean, it has looked interesting to me just because I thought it was a horror anime at first, and over time, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like such a horror anime.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's horror. I mean, there's plenty of blood and guts and death, but
Yeah.
if you want horror, you want to go to like another where it's like ghost hauntings of a school and stuff like that.
Right? Just don't watch ghost stories.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm not even a fan of the English dub of that just because of what it is.
Right? I have heard of about ghost stories because at different conventions, I've actually been in panels, watched panels with Greg Ayers in it, really good voice actor, and he was just like, "You should watch Ghost Stories sometime," because literally we went in there and the directors just told us, just like say whatever you want, and it comes out in the anime too, because you're watching that and there'll be like things you wouldn't expect voice actor or characters to say in anime.
Yeah, if you watch Ghost Stories like it's an abridged, I think you'll enjoy it. But
Yeah.
it's not. They didn't even try, so I didn't really give it the time of day.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Just thinking here about what other animes have ghosts in them.
Depending on what you like, I like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, Yu Yu
There are
Hakusho.
ghosts in it, but not really.
True. I mean, there's tons of them with spirits. I mean, Inuyasha, Bleach, but having real ghosts is not really a thing. I will say, in Shaman King, June, who is the secondary character sister, she the spirit that she has is dressed as a Chinese type ghost with the mind control ticket on the head and everything.
Oh, wow, so I've seen. Aren't they redoing that now?
Yeah. I was recently told that they were remaking Shaman King, and I really want to finish the first one because I only got to like the 50th or 55th episode, something like that. But I really want to finish the first one. And those are the ones that are on my back burner list. Like, I want to finish Shaman King, but I also want to finish like Zatch Bell.
Zatch Bell, I remember, but I never finished. Whatever aired on TV was all I ever caught of it.
Yeah, there's some of those that like they're old, but they're so classic that you just want to watch them. Addressing the chat a little bit. Stefan says Afro and Cryo. That's right, man. Good stuff. Legendary Anime JP Fan 2 says, I'm back. Legendary Anime JP Fan here. Cool. We'll just call you Legendary for short. Tomorrow says, Legendary, welcome back. We missed you. Tomorrow says, Shaman King is dope AF. Yes, it is. And Legendary says, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of the best classic anime. Tenchi Muyo is close to be best. I mean, I can agree with that. I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho. I have seen Tenchi Muyo War on Geminar. That was like the movie of Tenchi Muyo. But yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, my biggest issue with Tenchi at this point is I haven't seen all of the series.
Yeah.
Like, I guess the newest one follows his brother in an academy setting.
That's kind of interesting. Speaking of an academy setting, I was going to ask you, what is one of the weirder animes that you've seen? Because I have one in mind.
Weirder. Now, weird is in style or weird is in story?
I'd say weird is in story.
Weird is in story. Might have to think on that one because I've been burning through a lot recently. The Monster Girl ones are always kind of funny. I did just watch Monster Girl Doctor, which I think is better than Monster Musume, but still pretty much hits the same notes as Ecchi Monster Girl.
Yeah. The one I was thinking of was Girls und Panzer, which is a whole anime about girls that are in a school, and one of the electives that they can take is called tankery, and they can learn how to fight using tanks. And so a lot of the anime is just scenes of like tanks fighting in the middle of the battlefield, and then just like 3 high school girls piloting it.
I've seen a lot of stuff on that. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, but that one is a really interesting concept. You talking about Musume girls drives me kind of into the whole genre of harem animes, which I haven't seen Monster Musume. I have seen there's one called Nyarlathotep, The Crawling Chaos, and then my favorite harem anime by far would have to be My Bride is a Mermaid.
Watch that one. That's actually a good one.
Dude, My Bride is a Mermaid is one of the few animes that I would watch twice because it was so good. I love all the parts where she's like, honor among thieves is honor under the seas. I was like, hell yes, man. I also liked Sora no Otoshimono, which is Heaven's Lost Property. And I don't know if you could count it as shonen or harem, but I do like Hitman Reborn.
I think I'd put that more in shonen, but
More in shonen.
Either way, I think kind of fits.
Nice. I'll send out a question to the chat here. What is your favorite harem anime, if you have one, or just mention a harem anime, and we'll talk about it. Looking at a few of the chats here. Mrs. Tomorrow says Legendary. Oh, Legendary. Talking to Legendary. Okay. Legendary says Black Lagoon is amazing anime. Such badass scene with such good fighting scenes. Violence with awesome voice actors. Only anime that speaks all of the languages. Black Lagoon is great. I watched one episode of it and immediately liked the main character and the fact that she's a pirate.
Yep. And Black Lagoon is one of like a short list of anime I will say subbed or dubbed. You can't go wrong.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. Chamorro said, don't want to get this R-rated. Did we already drop an F-bomb? I don't think we have. I don't know what you're talking about, Manuel, but definitely not. Legendary says, "Oh my Goddess" is my favorite anime of all time greatness. Harem should be Infinite Stratos, Heaven's Lost Property, and Is This a Zombie? Oh yeah, Is This a Zombie?
No, when you were talking about Heaven's Lost Property, I was trying to find Oh My Goddess because I couldn't remember the name.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Oh My Goddess is a good one. I do like Is This a Zombie, and I did watch all of Infinite Stratos. I feel like I must be really into harem anime because like I've seen nearly all of them, and I mean I can think of so many more even. Okay, this one isn't a harem anime, but there's the one called Beelzebub. That's the one where like a high school delinquent has to take care of the son of the devil so that he can grow up to become the Demon King.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
The fights in that are crazy too.
Oh yeah. Really crazy. I'd be pretty scared if like a teen came up to me with a baby on his back and wanted to fight. I'd be like, you really got nothing to lose here. But yeah. So do you have any questions for me? My brain is having a blank moment right now.
Not at the moment, not really. I had no plan on this. You threw out the link and friggin' Manuel's over there like, join up.
True. Okay. Legendary says Armed Girl, Machiavellianism, Beelzebub, School Rumble, Aoshi, Black Cat, Amagami SS, Brilliant Park, and Amagami, Zero no Tsukima, and many more good anime. It's Legendary. I both want and don't want you to come on the stream sometime because I feel like you would show me up in knowledge of anime.
Yeah, I know most of those titles, but I've only watched a few of them.
Right. Oh, I'd say I'd say one of my favorite romance animes is Mysterious Girlfriend X.
I don't think I watched that one.
Yeah. If you're a germaphobe, you won't want to watch it. Mysterious Girlfriend X is about this kid who is in school, and there's a new girl that comes in, and like after the first 2 days, she's like one of those girls that just leaves everybody alone and is kind of like a creepy girl that no one wants to talk to. And one day he's about to leave class, and she gets up from her desk and walks out, and he notices that she's drooled on her desk, and for some insane reason he tastes her drool, and apparently the drool is like a drug, and now he's like addicted to like her, and that starts the whole romance in it. So that's why if you're a germaphobe, you don't want to watch Mysterious Girlfriend X. But yeah, if you can stomach that, it's good.
Not exact. I mean, I like blood and guts, but bodily fluids is another level.
True. Legendary had mentioned School Rumble, and I've always wanted to talk about School Rumble on here. Someday I actually want to do like a big segment talking about School Rumble, but I love it. School Rumble was one of the first animes where I felt like I could really relate to one of the main characters, and that was Kenji Harima. Just the whole time, him pining after and trying to get like the girl of his dreams, and her just being completely oblivious to it. Although I feel like I liked it in high school, and nowadays I would absolutely hate it, because you try to watch something like that, like an anime where a guy obviously likes a girl and he just can't tell her, or tries to find convoluted ways to tell her, and you're just like, just go tell her. Like, don't put her on a podium. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, the will they, won't they stuff has to be done right.
Yeah. Especially since Kenji Harima is like, he's the leader of a biker gang, and he's like super cool. And I'm just like, dude, don't prostrate yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, man, if anime characters had any of the same mindsets as real people, like shows would be over in 2 episodes. If Hinata from Naruto had just gone up to Naruto and been like, hey, I really, really like you. We should go on a date sometime. Bam. That would have changed the entire course of the show.
Well, she kind of did that, but she waited for Pain, and then Naruto waited until the end of the Great Ninja War to respond.
Right. She waited for Pain, and I love the moment that she picks, because Pain's response is just like, you picked the wrong moment to do this. Like, don't come out and tell someone you love him in the middle of an epic fight.
Right? He's about to die. You're jumping out. You're about to die.
Yeah. Just addressing the chat. Trick said, how is everyone doing tonight? I'm doing great. Cryo, how are you doing tonight?
I'm having a great night.
Okay. Looks like your shirt says it's Morphin time, right?
Yes. Brand new Walmart special.
Very cool. I am a fan of Power Rangers just in nostalgia alone. Because I used to watch it when I was a kid. One of my friends is not a fan of it. He kind of thinks the style is dumb because of monsters being rubbery and stuff. But I mean, I liked it when I was younger.
So did I. And see, like, I love the old Godzilla movies and whatnot. So, like, anything with a guy in a rubber suit, with an exception,
Yeah,
I'm down with.
Right. I will say, I really feel jealous when people like idolize and talk about Super Sentai like it's a great thing, because I'm just like, yeah, but Japan's been doing magical girl team anime forever. Like, that's probably where Super Sentai came from, was magical girl anime.
Don't surprise me, because what is it? The Ryu Ranger is like the 4th Sentai show, which was what became our Mighty Morphin.
Yeah. But magical girl stuff forever. As old as like Cardcaptor Sakura and Sailor Moon in the 90s and stuff like that. Well, 90s was about the time that Power Rangers was on also, but yeah. I'm falling behind in the chat still. Couple of people saying hi to Trix. Trix, they're sharing some knowledge on the harem genre. What's a good one? Says Chamorro. Legendary says Neon Genesis Evangelion is #1 top anime list. I don't think any anime could beat Neon Genesis Evangelion. I will see your Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I will raise you an Akira. Because I think the anime movie Akira probably beats all anime at a top point.
That's a tough one for me, because Neon Genesis is there's so many different themes to that show that I just love, and the representation. I don't know. I mean, do you count the new movies as a? Well, no, the new movies are what, a retelling?
Yeah.
I've only watched the first one, even though the 4th one is out. Or no, 3rd one.
I haven't seen Neon Genesis Evangelion. Which
good. It's better than Razapon, which I think was a knockoff Neon Genesis. So
I think that Code Geass, Solution of the Rebellion, might have been another knockoff of Neon Genesis Evangelion, because they even have similar looking mechas in Code Geass.
yeah, but they didn't do the same thing with their mechas in Code Geass as they did with Neon Genesis.
Right.
Because I mean, those mechas aren't exactly mechas, if you know what I mean.
True. Oh, in Neon Genesis, they aren't really mechas?
Yeah.
What are they?
I mean, would it spoil too much for you? Because I'm pretty sure Shinji in Unit 1 is actually piloting his mom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then don't spoil it, because at some point I'll watch it.
Yeah, it gets weird.
Okay. Yeah, all I know is the bit getting the robot Shinji. Looking at the chat. Chamorro says Kenji Cardamom sounds like a delicious Japanese spice for my tea. His name is Kenji Harima. Chamorro. Can't wait, or it's good night Poon Poon. Man, that's gonna be a bit on my stream, isn't it? Oyasumi Poon Poon. Clockwork Planet OMG, I forgot how good that anime is to watch. Carnival Phantasm is extremely funny and sweet anime. I haven't heard of either of those, but Clockwork Planet sounds very interesting to me. Have you heard of either of those, Cryo?
Nope.
Interesting. Oh, look at that.
It's on Crunchyroll, though. Hello. All right, well, I'm adding Clockwork to the queue.
Nice. Chamorro said American Horror Story had a dude in a rubber suit, Cody.
Yeah, that's kind of the rubber suit I was getting away from.
He says, and it was glorious.
Yeah, okay.
Trick says that they're giant cyborgs in Neon Genesis Evangelion. Legendary says Magical Girl started with Pretty Sammy from Tenchi Universe. Ayanami and Asuka evolved most anime girls drawing art in modern day. Very nice. I just thought of something, and I'm gonna kind of do an impromptu anime showcase right here because I just thought of a series that I thought was really great. So Cody, have you ever heard of the Chaos Head series?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah. So they're in Chaos Head. Pretty much what happens is there's this guy, and he's being somehow tied to all these murders. And all the murders have a similar MO, just in that when people are murdered, they're like held up by kunai knives. And eventually he kind of gets sucked into this organization that is fighting against people's own delusions and like monsters that have come up because of people's delusions. And it's really, really good, and it ties into another anime, and all of these are also like JRPGs, so they're like the JRPG, and then it gets made into an anime type thing. And the whole backdrop is this organization called CERN, and CERN is trying to create a time machine so they can control all of time. They're like a big evil corporation. Chaos Head is about them trying to control people's consciousness and their delusions and stuff. And then that ties into Steins Gate, which is their purpose there is they're trying to create a time machine and take control of time. I haven't seen Steins Gate. I really want to, just because I have seen Chaos Head. And Steins Gate is all about this scientist in Japan. He, I think he puts he does an experiment on a microwave, and he finds a way to send a message into the future. And because he sends this message into the future, like time or like the past changes or something like that, and he's put into another timeline where he is the only person that knows that a time machine was ever invented. But he uses a cell phone to send a message into the future, and That's really, really interesting. And then the culmination of that story is the anime called Robotics Notes, and that's set like 100 years past all the events of Steins Gate, and that's set in an academy where they are learning how to build robots. So the series is really, really interesting. Chaos Head, Steins Gate, and Robotics Notes.
I didn't know those three were even connected. I always thought Steins Gate was just a standalone.
Nope. But yeah, someday I want to watch the entire series. I should take like a week to just binge all the anime that I'm planning on watching. Well, and that's the great thing about anime is no matter how much you watch, you will never run out of it.
And anime is just about all I watch at this point.
Yeah. Tomorrow that question. What's the dopest jutsu in Naruto? Cryo, I'm gonna let you go first because I have one in mind.
The dopest jutsu. Now this might sound like a cop-out, but I think I actually am gonna say the Rasengan. Only because the Rasengan is like a multi-use thing. Like when Naruto does it, it's the Rasen Shuriken. But then when Boruto does it, he's got the disappearing Rasengan. So
the vanishing Rasengan, yeah.
Yeah, so it takes on the attributes of the user, and then they're all different. So assuming you can master it, because I don't know what Konohamaru's Rasengan is. I've only seen him throw it the one time.
Yeah. If I had to say the dopest jutsu in Naruto, I'm going to split this into canon and non-canon. In non-canon, there's an attack called the Fury Attack, and it was first done by the village that Datara is from, and it's a jutsu that is an explosion that's big enough to wipe out, like, an entire village, if not a country, which was very cool. As for canon jutsus, my personal favorite would probably be Itachi's original Tsukiyomi. Just for the fact that it scared me so much. Because like he has Kakashi there, hang on the cross there, and he says, in Tsukiyomi, time and space, even physical mass, I control it all. And then he stabs Kakashi once, and then another clone comes up, and both of them stab him until, like, after 3 days, there's millions of clones all stabbing Kakashi with a sword at the same time. And he said the jutsu is a genjutsu designed to break the spirit of the victim. And Kakashi only gets out of it by using his Sharingan. And he's still, after that, he has to, like, recover for many arcs after that. Because after 3 days of getting stabbed by all these clones, Kakashi's like, how much time has passed? And Itachi's like, only 1 second has passed since this started. And that's the real scary thing, is he tells the victim that they're going to be there getting stabbed repeatedly for 3 days, but he can control how fast or slow that 3 days lasts.
Yeah, any of the genjutsus are OP just in general.
Oh, yeah. Chamorro said, I've never liked that cereal. Which cereal? Tsukiyomi? But yeah, I would say Itachi's original Tsukiyomi is my favorite one. What I don't like is in like Clash of Ninja Revolution, they had hit that move Tsukiyomi be true to the manga and the anime. But in Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm series, they changed it so that it was him putting you in a genjutsu where you're stuck in mud, and then a giant like moon shaped like his eye comes down and crushes you. because that's the literal translation of Tsukiyomi is the moon's eye. And in Japanese mythology, Tsukiyomi is the name for the underworld. Or no, it's the name for the person who runs the underworld, the god who runs the underworld. And then the underworld itself is just called Yomi. But yeah, they changed that, and I didn't like that they changed it because I wish they had kept it true to the anime like Clash of Ninja Revolution did.
Yeah, especially since the game's based on the anime.
Right. Cryo, do you have any show and tell, any figures or anime stuff that you could show us?
I mean,
Sorry
I
to
do
put
in
you on
my
the
other
spot.
room. I mean, I guess if I want to.
Oh, you about to flex on me here.
I mean, these are my model kits.
Nice.
That makes a difference to anybody. I got the Transformers. These three are actually kind of nice. Most of those are Gundams.
Oh.
These three I actually picked up on eBay recently.
Ooh.
They're
Wow,
all-
those look really cool.
They're non-posable. These things are like 1996, it looks like.
Dang.
So, I mean, you put these together, but these are all three of the Escaflowne kits that they put out.
Escaflowne, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that's a good anime.
It's actually, I would throw that in the isekai genre from last week's talk, along with a little bit of mecha. I loved Escaflowne myself.
Interesting. Well, pretty much I've shown nearly everything on my shelf. I guess I could showcase one of my many anime movies. I should have put you on screen by yourself there. I'm sorry. But my show and tell is actually I messed that up here. Here's what I should do. Okay, there we go. The castle, or Lupin III, the Castle of Cagliostro. Lupin has his own anime, but this is a movie with him in it, and this is my favorite anime movie. It was done by I believe this is a Hayao Miyazaki one. I'm not sure, but Castle of Cagliostro is very, very cool because it's Lupin on his adventure, and it starts out with him robbing a casino, and then eventually what happens is it turns out he has to rescue a princess who's being held in a tower, the whole trope there, and yeah, it's very cool, very, very stylized and stuff. And the bad guy dies in an interesting way.
I haven't seen the movies, but I liked the series back in the day.
Yeah,
It was always funny.
It was really funny. For a while there, I was watching Lupin the Third Part 2 on Hulu, and then they took it off of Hulu, which I was really sad about. But then they added Lupin the Third Part 5 on Hulu, which I've been meaning to get into, and then on Netflix they added a series called Lupin, which it's a black actor, but it's live action, not of the anime series, but just of the story that it's based on, which is Arsène Lupin. Arsène Lupin, his story is that he is the world's first gentleman thief, like pretty much the basis for like Persona 5 and stuff like that. Just any story about a thief who is really, really cunning and is able to easily get away. Pretty much an outlaw that can't be caught story. And Arsène Lupin the character was written by, I think his name is Maurice Leblanc, French author, and he originally wrote a story where Arsène Lupin had to get away from Sherlock Holmes. Now, Sherlock Holmes was written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who is of English descent, and nowadays Arsène Lupin is in the public domain as a character. So anybody, any author, aspiring author, anybody can use the character Arsène Lupin in their story. And actually, in the novel that I'm writing right now, one of my characters is named Arsène Lupin.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So a little background on that. Just addressing the chat here. Legendary says, ever watch Danchi Guy, High School of the Dead, DNA You're Under Arrest, Akame ga Kill, Beach Story, Great Teacher Onizuka, Gunsmith Cat, Kokoro Connect, and My Head is Spinning Hard. Right now I'm watching Akame ga Kill. I haven't seen High School of the Dead, but I think it'd be interesting because it doesn't seem like a real scary anime.
It doesn't end, though.
Huh?
High School of the Dead doesn't end because it was airing at a time when there was a natural disaster in Japan.
Oh.
And all of the widespread death with like the zombie apocalypse. The author decided he didn't want to pursue that anymore. So you get the one season, and then you get an OVA where it's a beach episode.
Interesting.
It's good, but it doesn't end.
Oh.
And if you don't laugh your ass off at the bullet going through the tits, there's something wrong with you.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that clip a million times. That's good. As for Great Teacher Onizuka, I've seen a couple episodes. I thought it was pretty good. I loved the theme song so much that one of my That's Flippin' OP episodes had that one in it, where I switched it with the intro for the anime Eden of the East. That was really, really good. Tomorrow says, how's the new resin printer, Cryo?
Right now it's giving me issues.
Oh.
I just bought a flex plate because the resin printer has a plate that drops down into a vat of resin. Then it UV cures from the bottom, and then it lifts it up. So I bought a magnetic flex plate to put on it so that I can then just pull whatever I'm printing off. Yeah. And I've been having sticking issues with that plate ever since. That's so awesome. I haven't printed anything overly new since whatever you saw. But as soon as I get things figured out, I'm going to be back to printing miniatures again.
Awesome. Do you ever, or do you charge for printing miniatures?
At this point, I mean, I've had my resin printer for like a week and a half, so I haven't done anything remotely like that. I've just been printing stuff I wanted to print.
Okay, because you could make a fairly good profit off of me for D&D figures.
I guess if I want to flex a little bit more, the whole reason I bought the printer was because I have this model kit.
Yeah.
Which is the GPO3 Dendrobium with mobile armor Dendrobium. So when that kit is done, the final piece is about 2 feet by 3.5 feet. So I'm going to turn that into a coffee table. And I'm using the resin printer to print off tiles for like a space station backdrop.
Oh, very nice.
Because I priced out some of that stuff, and if I ordered it from China, because it's about the only place that has it, it'd run me like $300. Well, the resin printer package I bought ran me about $300. So
very nice, very nice. Legendary says Lupin the movie Castle one is a good one. It is a good one. The first time I saw it, I had seen like another Hayao Miyazaki movie around the same time, which was called Laputa in Japanese, but in English it's called Castle in the Sky.
Yeah. I got that one on the shelf.
Nice. Legendary says Arya the Scarlet Ammo is an outstanding anime from modern day anime. That is true.
I agree.
Yep. I watched all of that one, and that was Amazing. Trick says, like to hear about your series in person. Which series are you talking about? That's Flippin' OP. Legendary says, I kept Zero Suit Samus Aran for Japanese figure. That's awesome. I don't want to really get talking about Smash, but I don't really use Zero Suit Samus in Smash.
Samus has always been my favorite. It's probably why I suck at the game.
Yeah, I mean, I use a character very similar to her that I like, which is Bayonetta. Man, Bayonetta's in everything. Bayonetta's in Smash. Bayonetta's a video game character. I even have it. Bayonetta has an anime movie adaptation. Like, Bayonetta's everywhere.
And they still keep teasing us with Bayonetta 3.
Yep. I feel really bad because I bought Bayonetta 2 on the Switch, and I keep meaning to play it, but every time I play the Switch, my brain is just like, I just want to play more Smash.
See, my Switch is my RPG machine, so I've got like 200 hours into Pokemon on it. I've got Digimon Cyber Sleuth stories that I just started like last week. Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Zelda. I don't have Smash Brothers at the moment.
Well, that's a good thing because it's super addicting. Chamorro said, well, you should. I suppose that was in response to your resin printer stuff.
Well, if it's talking about doing that for profit, that's a secondary goal with this.
True. Legendary Anime JP fan says, other figure like An Aino from One Piece movie, which is a good anime figure. That's really cool. I haven't seen any of the One Piece movies, which I really should, since I've seen nearly the entire anime minus a couple episodes, and I'm current in the manga. I'm gonna go back to Trix's comment before I go to anyone else's. Trix says, the one you're writing, you wanted to hear about the novel that I'm writing. All right, so it's not anime related, but I'm currently writing a novel. I'm a prologue and 6 chapters in. I usually only write when I'm inspired, but I'm writing a novel about a black superhero set in the not far future, and a black superhero, and he has the ability to control all sound frequencies in the universe. And the title of the book and his superhero name is Super Bass. But yes, I know that's a Nicki Minaj song, but I just like that what is it name so well for him. But yeah, his basic attack is that he can fire sonic booms out of his hands, which is really, really interesting. It's weird because I have to write the story and have some characters from like a superhero academy and stuff, and I have to write lots of different characters, make them all different, make them all unique, but also make them like nothing anyone has seen before. So just as some examples, the character Arsène Lupin that I came up with, his superhero name is Arsenal. He has the ability to produce any type of firearm that he wants from his hands. And then if someone else has a firearm, he can dissolve it into gunpowder that he can absorb into his skin. So he can make any firearm into gunpowder, and then he can summon weapons from his hands. And I did something really interesting. I made a character that is not human. The character's backstory is that someone died outside a nuclear reactor, and when the nuclear reactor went off, the blood that had come from them was irradiated and became sentient and became able to shapeshift into a semi-human form or a humanoid form. And so this character, his superhero name is Bloodborne, and he's able to heal people, but he's also able to go to enter into any like cuts in like a bad guy's skin and like inflict them with diseases.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, it's really interesting to write superheroes, and just try to make them fun. So Chamorro said, "My Switch is for Yoshi's Crafted World." Okay, that's what a 9-year-old girl's Switch is for. Also, Oh, Chamorro said, it was to me. He said, well, you should. And he said it was in response to you not using Samus. Okay, so apparently I should use Zero Suit Samus in Smash.
Well, to be fair, when I was playing Smash, it was for the Wii because it's been about that long.
Yeah.
The Zero Suit Samus was faster, but a bit of a downgrade because you had to activate it through using Samus's super.
True.
So I've always looked at Zero Suit as kind of a bad character. But are they two separate characters now?
Yes. Well, there's 3 technical Samus characters now. There's original Samus, there's Dark Samus, and there's Zero Suit Samus.
Huh.
Yeah. Which I was watching a video on what your Smash main means about you says about you the other day, and they said if you're maining Samus, you should get a new main, and they're like, if you're maining Dark Samus, also get a new main and like stop being so edgy. But I will say it right here, hate me if you want, but in Smash I main Ganondorf. There is nothing more satisfying than going Doria and just watching people fly for miles. Trick said about my novel, nice, you have progress on it. I do have progress on it. And actually, Tricks, about my novel, I was planning on someday doing it'd be a voiceover on like a black screen or something like that, but I was planning on doing a reading of at least the prologue and first chapter of my novel, and then from there seeing if people liked it, and if people liked it, then I'd continue reading my novel online, which sounds like an interesting idea. Chamorro said, I remember wiggling my Wii with you, Cody. That sounds... Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Wii was a dark time because Manuel got his Wii before I got my Wii, which really pissed me off because I pre-ordered my Wii and the shop sold it on me. That was fun.
So, Manuel, you have forever ruined the definition of the word Wii in my brain forever. Now I can't unsee the words wiggling my Wii. God dang. Mrs. Chamorro said Yoshi is for 36-year-old women too. Just saying. Definitely Tiff. And the only reason I agree with Tiff is because I have to agree with Tiff because she's Manuel's wife. uh, she also said, at Chamorro WTF. That's exactly what I thought also.
I don't know what she's WTFing about. She was watching.
True. Just him saying, I remember wiggling my Wii with you, Cody. That I don't know where he got that. Tip says, lol, fair enough. Very, very nice. Let's see. What else can I talk about today? Okay, I have to address this. Chamorro said she wiggled with both of us. It's this has come too far. Chamorro, no more wiggling Wii's with anybody. I was gonna tell you guys, I probably will still do it. But I was trying to get Roleplay Roll, the Malleys that Manuel interviewed the other week, to do a live stream D&D session, a one shot, and they said this season is just too busy for them, which I can understand. But I want to tell everybody that I am planning on, in about a month, I'm looking at May 12th, which is a Wednesday night, that I would want to do a live stream D&D session, and anybody is invited. And you can message me if you want help making a character or anything, but everyone is invited. Tentative date right now is May 12th, and we'll be doing on-camera live stream D&D session, which I'll be coming up with the story. I'll be dungeon mastering the story. All anyone has to worry about is what kind of character that you want to play. Yeah. So that is a really, really exciting development that's coming up. Cryo, would you be interested in playing Dungeons and Dragons?
Possibly. It's been a little while. My whole group disbanded, about a year ago, whatever it's been now.
Well, it's good that you have played Dungeons and Dragons, because then you won't be totally unfamiliar with it. Yeah. Tiff said, oh my, this took a turn. It did indeed. I wonder what people watching the rewind of this video are going to say. By the way, to future Uriah, if you're out there watching this rewind, hi Uriah, stop eating pizza. You're fat and you need to get off the couch. Actually, no, just kidding. Go ahead, do what you like. It's a good life. Chamorro said, Cody, want to come to Cambridge and play with my Joy-Cons?
Well, it'd have to be your Joy-Cons. I don't have Joy-Cons. I have a Switch Lite.
Oh, you have a Switch Lite? Switch Lite doesn't have Joy-Cons?
No.
Interesting. So
you can buy the Joy-Cons separately, like a replacement set, and use them, but the Switch Lite is a solid unit.
Oh, so pretty much the Joy-Cons are built into it.
Yeah. Tell you what.
Yeah. This would be interesting to see. There we are. This would be interesting to see, because what was it? Most of the Joy-Cons just end up drifting.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm worried with this, but I ended up going with this one.
See, Nice.
I'm a Pokemon fan, so I had to go with the Pokemon edition. And honestly, Sword and Shield aren't worth playing. So
See, I like that
you could
so
always
much more.
play. I don't know. That's kind of flaring out. I'm playing Digimon right now,
Nice.
which is already proven to be a better RPG.
Right. See, I like that so much more just because I've already had to buy a second pair of Joy-Cons, not just for multiplayer on stuff, but also because my first Joy-Con started drifting really hard. Ooh, sorry.
Where's
And yeah.
I'm worried about that with this, but I got a Pro controller, and I'm just gonna get one of those like attachment things so that I can have the Pro controller underneath it and use that.
Nice. Very, very cool.
Since I know Manuel is in the chat, not to cut you off.
Oh,
brought this up the other night on his stream.
Robotech?
20 disc collection.
Interesting.
So there's like 4 discs per panel.
Wow.
The entire series. And 4 movies. So yeah, it's a thing.
Interesting. Hey, Cryo, so what is a popular anime that you don't really know much about?
Black Clover. I haven't watched any of that. My roommate has, so I know just enough about it.
Okay. Do you know a lot of the One Piece characters?
For the most part. One Piece is one of those weird ones. I've watched the first 200 episodes, and I've got a friend that is like super into it, and I've watched a bunch of AMVs and stuff online. So I haven't watched it, but I know about like Gear 4 and Serpent Mode and all this other stuff. Like I know they're in Wano right now.
Okay. So I was just trying to find out because I was trying to get Manuel to come on to here, and I wanted him to play Who's That Character, because Manuel doesn't know anime very well, and he couldn't come on tonight because he's hanging out with Tiff, and apparently they're both watching this, so I have no idea why he can't come on. But I wanted him to play Who's That Character, just because it's really funny to watch people try to guess anime characters that they don't know.
Picturing a list of names to match it to, or just try and have them guess?
No, I'd have them guess like the name and what is it? I'd have him guess the name and like the power and the alignment and stuff. I did session with a friend of mine a while ago with like basic One Piece characters because she knew nothing about anime at all, and that was really, really fun to do. I once asked my mom if she'd be interested in doing it, and she didn't get it at all. She was like, what's the point of me guessing them if I obviously don't know them? And I'm just like, Mom, it's to give the people who are watching a laugh.
Exactly, the entertainment.
Yeah, it's the entertainment value. But yeah, I really want to get Robbie on here. He was on one time when I was doing my 250 subscriber special. But I want to get him. My goal, if I can't die in this universe until I get Robbie to play Anime Jeopardy on my stream. Man, yeah, that's That's my end game. I'm like, not 10,000 subscribers, not 1,000,000 subscribers. Rockin' Robbie playing Anime Jeopardy on my stream.
You need to get him to watch some more anime then too.
True.
Give him a fighting chance.
True. Like, yeah, you would give him a little bit of a chance. I still want to be able to be. I still want to have him have moments where he's just like, I have no idea. Okay, can I ask you an anime trivia question?
Sure.
Okay, what is the giant machine that was featured in the movie Pokemon Heroes?
Pokemon Heroes. I actually don't know if I watched Heroes. Was here? I mean, I want to look it up to see, but I don't think I've seen Heroes. Was that the retelling of the first movie?
No.
Or is it a new one?
Pokemon Heroes was the third, Pokemon Heroes was the fourth movie in the series, and it was the story of Ash going to an island called Altamare, and the island is attacked by Team Rocket, I believe, or some other evil organization, and they have a machine that defends the island called the Defense Mechanism of Altamare, which is the answer to that trivia question. And turns out that they don't need the machine because the guardian spirits, or more the Pokemon that defend that island, are Latios and Latias.
Oh, yeah, that would have come out right around the time I stopped watching Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon was one of those where I hit high school and I still watched it. I got made fun of. I graduated and then I pretty much walked away from the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And that would have been probably right around there, if not the third movie, because I know I've seen the first two.
Yeah, because I tell you what, Pokemon 2000 will always have a big place in my heart. That will probably always be my favorite Pokemon movie. I mean, just looking back on them, there was like the first one was Mewtwo Strikes Back. That was a good one. Pokemon 2000, that was all about Ash. 2000 didn't have Brock in it, which I was really sad about. It had Ash, Misty, and Tracy, which Tracy was kind of the replacement for Brock when they had to take Brock out of the show. And I never liked him because I knew he was a replacement for Brock. But they go to this island. They have to fight against three Pokemon that are like causing natural disasters: Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And then another Pokemon comes in and stops all three of them. And Lugia is super powerful, and like while each of them control elements like lightning, fire, and ice, Lugia literally controls like all of the weather. Like Lugia is a legendary Pokemon that controls the weather and the wind and storms and stuff, which I thought was really cool. It'll always have a place in my heart because when I was a kid, I went and saw that movie at the cinema at what was it? The Mall of America. And when you came out of the movie, they gave you a Pokemon card, and it was a shiny version of Mew. And it was the one that the main bad guy is holding at the end of the movie, and which was his inspiration. And it's cool because in the movie he says where it all began and where it will begin again. And I was like, that's freaking awesome. But I don't even know where the card is now. I've probably lost it or it's in a memory box, but that was one of my greatest memories as a kid, was getting that shiny Mew card. And then the third one was Pokemon Movie 3, The Secrets of the Unknown. and that's where we're introduced to the Pokemon Unknown, which is based on the alphabet, or it's the alphabet Pokemon. And Unknown is like it's an entire species or a race, but every unknown creature is a different letter of the alphabet. So they're able to help out Ash and like give him messages and stuff. And that's where the main like villain Pokemon they had to fight was Entei, who can create he can have like fire come out of his back, and he can control volcanoes and stuff, which I thought was really, really cool. But yeah, man, I once thought about watching every episode of Pokemon until I did the math and realized that you would have to go for 36 days without sleeping. And even if you took off the intros and outros, you'd have to go 36 days without sleeping to watch every episode of Pokemon ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like
some of that is rough to watch.
Yeah, maybe I'll just give it a few years. But I definitely would be interested in watching all of the movies, especially the more interesting ones, like the one with Celebi, because Celebi is a Pokemon that can literally time travel. Rise of Darkrai looked interesting because Darkrai controls like he's the darkness Pokemon. He controls all of darkness. But I tell you, you could have Darkrai, you could have Arceus, you could have all of those. But you know what the scariest Pokemon is?
Ash's Pikachu.
Well, that. But there's
so that thing is OP.
Oh, it is. There's a Pokemon called Mimikyu, and
oh yeah,
Mimikyu is creepy AF because Mimikyu is, nobody knows what Mimikyu really is, but what it appears to be is a really, really bad costume of Pikachu, and apparently Mimikyu is inside the costume, and it decided in order to be more popular, it would dress up as Pikachu so people would like it. And it just looks like a creepy, like a child's art project version of Pikachu.
And it's Ghost Fairy, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Mimikyu is the first and only Pikachu clone that I love. Every other one I couldn't care less about.
Like you didn't like Raichu or Pichu?
No, I didn't really care about Pichu because the whole baby thing was just a pre-evolution was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Raichu I like. I got nothing against Raichu. Even Alolan Raichu. I actually liked Alolan Raichu being psychic electric.
Yeah.
But I'm talking like Pachirisu, Plusle, Minun, all of those straight up Pikachu clones.
Yep.
I hated them. Then they showed me Mimikyu. Love Mimikyu.
Yep. You get into the Alolan stuff. When I first saw the art style for the Alola and how they really reset Ash and Pikachu and stuff and gave them the new art style, I was very upset because I will admit I'm a Gen 1er. I will always say Gen 1 I will always say the original 150 Pokemon are like the best. Like I know them the best. And honestly, when I was a kid, I could have told you every single Pokemon from the 150 and the order of evolution. Also, I had a full book of them. But I was very upset when I first saw the art style because I was like, no, now you're messing with my nostalgia. Now you're messing with my childhood. And then over time, like seeing what the anime has become now, I look at it and I'm like, no, this is a lot better because this art style it's drawn more Japanese and it's how Pokemon really should have looked.
Well, and X and Y was kind of where I dipped my toe back into the show.
Yeah.
The art style in X and Y actually blew me away because there's like when he goes up against the fighting gym, he throws out a Machoke, and the Machoke like actually pulls back for a Kamehameha blast, and that's his like focus blast or whatever.
Yeah.
It just looked clean for Pokemon. But then when we went to Alola, I said the same thing. I was like, how are you going to go from this like nice crisp animation to that?
Right.
But Alola was a whole different tonal beast. Like Alola was just funner of a show, I think.
Yeah. And I really feel like Alola was more geared to be like, hey, young kids, this is the Pokemon for you.
Yeah, because he didn't have the gym battles. They were doing the Ultra Beast stuff. Took up a bunch of it, I remember.
Yeah. What do you think about the new like Mega Evolution stuff?
I could take or leave Gigantamaxing.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'd rather see Mega Evolutions come back.
Yeah. Mega Evolutions were pretty cool. But yeah, that when I said Mega Evolution, I'm glad you picked up on that because that's what I meant was the Gigantamax stuff. I don't like the Gigantamax stuff. I'm like, I don't want to be watching a Pokemon battle and see Pikachu suddenly be 10 feet or 100 feet tall. Like, like I want to see Pikachu be fast, quick, and beat the odds and stuff. I like that you mentioned about Ash's Pikachu being very durable, because there's been memes over the years about what's the most durable thing in the universe. Ash's Pikachu, a Nokia phone, Thor's hammer. And it's funny because I mean they're not wrong. Like Pikachu has gotten the crap beat out of him numerous times and still manages to get back up every time.
Still taking out plenty of Pokemon that it had no right to.
Oh yeah. Like Brock's Gyarados or no, Brock's Onyx. Pikachu shouldn't have ever been able to take out something that big.
Plus the type advantage.
Oh yeah. Oh man, we've lost we have more than lost the chat. I believe the last one we were on was cool, want to come to Cambridge and play with my Joy-Cons. Ooh, Andrew Martin is in here. Hello, Drew. Super excited to see you. This is a real life friend of mine. And we used to play basketball like a lot. That was really fun. He says, sup, bro? Nothing much is up. Chamorro said, being your solid unit, Cody, will have a good time. Oh, no, he said, bring your solid unit, Cody, will have a good time. Then he said, I have 2 sets of Joy-Cons and a Pikachu Pro controller. Very cool.
Version on that Pro controller.
Right? He said, only 200? You're slacking, bro.
Well, I already have a full shiny Dex. Do you want me to whip that out too?
Right? For some reason in the chat, Chamorro said I'm naked. Probably when I said I don't know why he isn't on here. It's even more disconcerting to hear you say wiggling our wheeze and then for you to say I'm naked in the chat. Like, you are making this very R-rated, Chamorro. Oh, Trick said, any plans on going to the convention? Yes, I will be going to Anime Fusion in the fall. At least that's what I'm planning on doing. Unless, and this is a very big unless, that is unless I am in the process of moving to Minneapolis in the fall, which might be happening pretty soon, either this year or after about half a year. I just got the stimulus check recently, and I put it all in savings because this is about my last chance to move out of my hometown and go to the cities and really start the music career and stuff that I want to be doing in the cities. I do think I want to put a big focus into doing DJ work and maybe have my thing be I'm a piano player in the daytime, but at night I'm like a nightclub DJ, which would be a very interesting thing to do. Chamorro said, "Oh, he's naked from the neck up." Well, that's better. That's a little bit better. Fable said, "Hey everyone, station to you, Fable."
Station.
Good day, man. Fable, who brings you the hottest beats, and yeah, dude, check out Fable's channel. He makes really, really good music. I wouldn't say better than mine, even though it probably is. But yeah, he's great. If any of you have seen the video Almighty on my channel, that beat is his. He came up with it. Trick said, "You got good plans for yourself." Yes, I do, man. I'm 27 years old. I'll be 28 at the end of May, and this year I kind of just woke up and I was like, you know what? 30's coming on real strong, and I gotta be ready for it. I gotta be prepared for the life that I want to lead. And really, I just realized that I have to start working if I want to become the man that I fantasize about, the one that I see in my head when I imagine my future. So yeah, I've stopped really buying frivolous stuff. I don't buy anything on Amazon or Wish or any more video games from GameStop. I still do little microtransactions on like Apex Legends and stuff, but that's small. But I mean, the biggest thing, and I'll tell any young person this, biggest thing is saving money is going to save your life. So many young people that I know are all about, hey, I have to get the newest game or the newest t-shirt or the newest hat or anything like that. And that's what I'll tell you, man. Saving money will save your life in the end. But yeah, Trick said, yeah, man, our birthdays are a day apart. So, Trix, is your birthday on the 28th or is it on the 30th of May? Because mine is May 29th. Chamorro said, Station Fable. Fable said, Chamorro. Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to think of more animes to talk about. I will say I am so glad we got in that conversation about Pokemon, because that passed a good half hour, and I never realized until now how much Pokemon I had actually seen.
Oh, at this point, I've played all the games. The anime, not so much.
I mean, honestly, I feel like the way that I could get back into Pokemon is by playing one of the games on the Switch. But I feel like if I got into the games, that I'd be tempted to buy like both of the games. And that would be way too much money to invest.
I mean, I showed you. I got the Pokemon Switch. I got both games. I bought the DLC pass for both games. I have Pokebank. I have all this crap. Honestly, at the end of the day, it was more money spent in Pokemon than I should have, because I don't think Sword and Shield are that good. The problem is that they're a Pokemon game, so you're never going to see them in the $20 bin.
True. Stuff I waste my money on. I bought the second character pass for Dragon Ball FighterZ, because I've been trying to get back into Dragon Ball FighterZ. So the second character pass, it has Kefla, Goku Ultra Instinct, Super Baby, Super Baby 2, Master Roshi, and Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, which have been really good additions. I tried out Kefla, I tried out all of them, and my favorite ultimate from all of them, I will say, is Super Babies, because he literally turns into a great ape and stomps on you. But the characters that I've been really liking is I love Goku Ultra Instinct, and he's like a definite part of my team now. And I do like Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. The only thing with Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 is he's a gimmick character. He can pretty much do two or three things. He can do finish sign. He can do meteor rush, where he disappears behind you and then does a whole bunch of hits. And then, the whole point of having Gogeta Super Saiyan 4 on your team is to get his finish sign up to level 7 and unleash his ultimate, the level 3, because they put in his arsenal his level 3. No matter when you hit with it, it will completely destroy somebody's health bar. They put the damage on his level 3 up to like nearly 90,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, if you hit for more than 3 or 4 seconds with this level 3, their entire health bar is deleted. Which I think is really, really cool, but it like, if you were in a fight with someone who was really fighting against you, it would be nearly impossible to hit that attack, considering all the stuff you have to do to set it up. But Dragon Ball FighterZ, I've been putting a lot of money into. Just yesterday, 2 days early, because I bought the character pack a long time ago, but I got Giorno Giovanna for Jump Force. That's a character from Golden Wind from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He got added to Jump Force, and he's really, really good. And I realized something that I don't think a lot of lower level players have realized, which is if you do a jump and an air hit, like, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to get your ultimate off. That's a really good thing about his character. And then, of course, Apex Legends. Like, I talk about Apex Legends all the time, but I've been playing it for nearly 2 seasons now, so almost half a year, I want to say, because I started playing it in October, and it's nearly May now. And yeah, I've funneled so much money into that. I've probably put nearly $200 into Apex Legends just through like small microtransactions and stuff. Yeah, it's really good, but I know I should be saving more than the money that I do spend.
Yeah, skins are a thing.
Yep. But hey, who doesn't spend frivolously sometimes?
I know I do. I mean, you're talking about buying stuff for Apex Legends, and on my Xbox, I've been playing Monster Hunter World, and I just bought the Chinese outfit for the Tamer because it was a lot cuter than their standard outfit.
Nice. But yeah, skins are a thing where when you buy them, that you're like, this is the greatest thing in the world, and then you think back 2 weeks later and you're like, why am I buying something that has no effect on the gameplay at all?
Mm-hmm. Digital cosmetics,
right? Looking at the chat. Trick said his birthday's on the 28th. That's very cool. The day before my birthday. I'm slightly jealous because your birthday comes sooner than mine does. Well, I suppose you have to wait an extra day more than I do. But Tomorrow Cinema said, watching these two great anime minds, hope it Hope It Up is dope. Oh, he was saying Chop It Up, it's dope. Yeah, that's I mean, it is cool.
If you want to chop something up, you should go and watch Food Wars.
Yeah, Shokugeki
Manuel
no
likes
Soma. I watched that, not all of it, and I wasn't really paying attention because I was playing Magic with a friend of mine at his house, and he turned on Food Wars, and it looked really, really interesting, and I didn't think it would be before I saw it, just because I'm not into animes about like sports or food or anything like that.
Same, but I was watching. I watched compilation stuff on YouTube, so it was like funniest anime scenes of pick a year, and it was like the first foodgasm scene, and I was like, oh, dude, I have to watch this.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say, I bet everyone's seen the first foodgasm scene. All right. Mrs. Chamorro says Station Fable. And he said it back. Everybody's just saying highs in the chat. So can I give you another anime trivia question?
Go for it.
All right.
Maybe I'll know this one.
What is the Japanese name for Attack on Titan?
Shingeki no Kyojin.
That is correct. What is the Japanese name for Heaven's Lost Property?
Don't know that one.
Okay. The answer is Sora no Otoshimono. What is the Japanese name for Blue Exorcist?
Oh, crap. I just saw that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with I don't know.
Oh,
because I'm going to think about it later.
It's just Ao no Exorcist.
Ao no Exorcist. Oh, let's see. An Exorcist is where I was getting confused. I was thinking that name changed.
Yeah. Okay, this is a tougher one. What is the Japanese name for the anime Black Butler?
Well, no, I actually haven't watched Black Butler.
Oh.
Might be a crime from what I hear, but I haven't watched it.
The Japanese name is Kuroshitsuji, and which is very close to Kurohitsugi, which is which is Hado number 90 in Bleach that Aizen uses. But Black Butler is really cool. It's about this demon butler named Sebastian Michaelis, and he makes a deal with this boy named CL Phantom Hive, whose parents died in a fire. And so CL Phantom Hive summons him after his parents die, and pretty much makes a deal with this demon and says, if you protect me, if you watch over me, then when I'm about to die, I'll let you devour my soul. And so there's like a magical bond between them. And whenever like CL's in danger, Sebastian's always there to protect him. And if CL has a power that he can use to make Sebastian like absolutely obey his command, kind of like Lelouch's Gias ability. But yeah, Black Butler is great. I saw all of season 1, and season 2 just came on Netflix recently, so I definitely want to watch that.
I should check that out then. Because I haven't seen a whole lot on it. Don't they like fight with chainsaws or something in that at some point? Or am I getting my anime mixed up?
Nope, there is a character named Grell, and Grell is kind of like, I think Grell is a guy that is very feminine, and he's another demon, and he wears a red coat and fights using chainsaws. but he's kind of comic relief, and but he's really really funny. But he's more like a side character. My favorite character in Black Butler has to be I think his name is Tomoka, and he is another kind of smaller butler guy that is around the Phantom Hive Mansion. He's one of the servants, and he always pours tea and stuff like that. And whenever he comes up on screen, just like Santa Claus, he goes, ho, 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 and laughs like that. And I love it. It's so entertaining. But yeah, I really love Black Butler. And Black Butler was actually one of the first animes I can remember watching. Along with Soul Eater. I watched Black Butler and Soul Eater at about the same time. And actually, I want to point out right now that next week I'm going to be having Travis on, and we're going to be doing a discussion on the first 2 episodes of Soul Eater. It's going to be an ongoing series where just like Robbie's movie night, we're going to be watching Soul Eater and discussing every 2 episodes what happens.
2 episodes. Thought it was the first half of the season, so I didn't need to rewatch the whole show then.
Yeah. He had met, when I was talking about it the other day, I had said we were going to watch the whole first season. And then he wrote to me and he was like, that's 51 episodes, right? And I was like, oh, okay. Then we'll watch the
whole show is only 51 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought the first season was like, was like 20.
Depending on where you look it up, it's probably all categorized as season 1. But the whole show is only 51 episodes.
Yeah, because I thought the first season was like the first 20 episodes or something but anyway, he wrote to me, and so he was like, I talked to the other guys, and we were thinking of just watching like maybe like 2 or 5 episodes or something like that and discussing it. But yeah, that's gonna be next week. And I'm gonna set it here. We'll be discussing the first 2 episodes of Soul Eater.
Cool.
Yep. And Cryo, next week, if you want to be in on that, I'll definitely send you a link if you want to be in on the chat too. But yeah, Trav is gonna be on here. By the way, Trav, his name on YouTube is TM Nerdy. Just for the people in the chat.
I knew that, and I subbed up to him pretty recently, so.
Nice. Yeah, okay, so I should give a shout out to, well, you know what? If you want to plug your channel, you can go ahead.
I don't have a channel.
Oh, you don't have a channel? Okay.
I've uploaded 2 videos to my YouTube channel. Both of them are me opening a box of Yu Yu Hakusho trading cards.
Oh.
And that's all I've done.
Okay. Do you mind if I plug some of my other channels then?
Do it up.
Okay. So, of course, this is the AfroX channel. We talk about anime. I post 1 new edited video every Sunday night, and then do this live stream, Anime Nation, at 9 p.m. every Monday night. And then if any of you are interested, I have another channel specifically for gaming that is called Afro the Sniper. That's Afro_the_sniper. And that's also my name on PSN if any of you wanted to add me. And on there, I post videos of Apex Legends. And then just today, I posted my first non-Apex Legends video where I did it was yesterday. I did a 2-day early look at the moveset of Giorno Giovanna from Jump Force. So yeah, that's Apex Legends stuff in Afro the Sniper. And then I also have a channel called Game Bros. And Game Bros is specifically for the times that me and my housemate like to play video games. We mostly do One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 on there. But sometimes we also do Call of Duty Black Ops 4. And then you can still check it out, although it's kind of archived now because I don't do anything with it. But I have a channel called File Deleted, and that's for that's all for like or that's for a myriad of things. I've done Grand Theft Auto on there before. I've done Naruto Storm 4, and then some newer games like Dragon Ball Kakarot. But I started doing that channel, and it was supposed to be a daily gaming channel, and eventually it just got too much for me to do editing every day. I just didn't have the time to do it, even without having a job. So I kind of gave up on that venture, but you can still watch it. It has a good theme. The whole theme of the channel is that you are watching videos that have been deleted in the past, and the video you're watching was data that has been like reclaimed or gotten back or something like that. And so like the slogan of it is or at the end of every episode there's like a screen that blinks and says this file has been deleted. Which I thought was a really interesting theme to go with. But yeah, that was fun to do. And I honestly, if I come up with a better time scheme for it, like maybe once a week or something, then I will continue doing videos on File Deleted. Looking at the chat again, Trix said, have to go, everyone. Have a good night. Have a great night, Trix. You are doing awesome. Chamorro also said, gotta head out, fam. Much love. See y'all in the chats tomorrow. See you later, Chamorro. All right. Cryo, did you have any more questions for me, either just about myself personally or about my anime tastes?
To be honest, no. But like I said, I didn't come on here with any preparation myself. So,
dude, me neither. Literally, Manuel had me send out the link because I wrote to him and I was like, I didn't plan anything for tonight. Help. But yeah, it was good. This was awesome, and I think a lot of people like to see me doing a talk with you, Cryo, because that's been really desired, was another anime head on here. So I really want to keep you close, but I don't want to wiggle wheeze with you. Yes.
All right. I mean, only a certain few can wiggle the wheeze with me.
Okay. Well, that being said, it looks like everybody's heading out of the chat, and that's where I will call it. Have a great night, everybody. This is AfroX signing off. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we're gonna have the Chamorro show with Manuel. That's gonna be at about 7:30 p.m. on his channel, Chamorro Cinema. And just keep watching during the week and stuff. Stay tuned to the PCP Army. It is the only station that stays legendary. Mrs. Chamorro has a last comment here. You need to do more episodes together. Good night. Yes, we will. We will. Thank you so much, Cryo Prime, Cody, for coming on, and I hope we can do this again.
Heck yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes. Keep YouTubing, YouTubers. Don't fight the fro, and always remember to stay legendary. A good night.